Hey y'all, thanks for joining me for what I've been warming the first 2 weeks in August Vendor Wax Edition. My name is Stacy. I am a Scentsy consultant who uses mostly Scentsy Warmers. They're on for about 15 hours a day. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Now let's jump right in. The first one that I got through, this is probably going to be perplexing to some folks, but this is from Zape. It's called Christmas in a Cup, and it's just an absolutely beautiful like coffee fragrance, and it lists with scent notes of eggnog, sugar cookie, and espresso with sweet cream. And for me, this is not like an eggnog forward scent, so I enjoy this in my office just with one cube on my desk. I like eggnog scents, but again, this is just not, it's not super holiday to me, but it's beautiful espresso. Now, this is a snap bar that I got as a part of a D-stash, and I was really excited to try it because it has bayberry listed in it. It's from Dessa's Homespun Scents, and I've yet to order from Dessa's, so I was really excited for this. It's Smoky Mountain Berries. Its scent notes are festive holiday berries, vanilla, Fraser fir, and bayberry. And I could tell this was a significantly older bar. I didn't get great throw from it, but when I was right up on it, it was a gorgeous scent. So I was excited about that and excited about the blend. Now, this is Chasing Sunsets, and I absolutely love this fragrance. As you can see, it uses the Beach Babes as one of its foundational scents, and that's strawberry, pina colada, cotton candy, and beach nights, which is absolutely gorgeous. This was a wonderful summer melt for me. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I got several open concept worms out of it and also a few bedroom melts. It does have this kind of extra fun vibe with the birthday cake and gelato in there, so it's a lively scent. I have really been on a mission lately to explore ice cream notes in blends, and this is from L3 Waxy Wonders. It's Mexican fried ice cream with sugar cafe mocha, and I really did enjoy this. It's beautiful and warm. I love the notes that kind of that fried ice cream gives, that's like a bakery note. And I also really did pick up and enjoy the cafe mocha. I will say, I think with most of my ice cream blends, what I'm discovering is I do really enjoy them, but I don't think I enjoy them for as long as they might live in the warmer. I mostly am enjoying my ice cream blends during certain times of day, and I'm liking them for like 6 to 8 hours, and then I'm done and I want to smell something different. But that was a beautiful one, and I would repurchase it. This is just vanilla, and I love this. I picked this up as a part of a D-stash. I didn't pick it up originally because vanillas are hard for me. Sometimes I don't smell the vanilla note, and they're just too light. I found that this threw beautifully in my home. It is from Teddy Bees. It lists with Madagascar vanilla, creamed vanilla, lily of the valley, and musk. And this is absolutely romantic and homey and warm all at the same time. It's a gorgeous bedroom melt. I love that, and I would absolutely repurchase it. Now on to hot pie. This list with scent notes of Palo Santo, sugared donuts, a hint of chai, and pink chiffon, and I absolutely adore this. To me, this is an aromatic scent and it builds in your space, but it never overpowers it. It's the kind of fragrance that I think people come into your home and they really do think, oh wow, your home smells amazing, but they don't necessarily discern that you're melting something to get that fragrance. It is just absolutely gorgeous to me. It is not a bakery sense in sort of that it gives you a vibe that you have something baking in the oven, at least not to me. It is more an aromatic, elegant, warm, beautiful fragrance that I absolutely love, and you miss it when it's gone, let me tell you. Now, another thing that you miss when it's gone is the last of your Perfect Storm loaf, but you are not sad about it because it did in fact come back to the RTS. So I'm so excited. I did finish up my loaf of Perfect Storm, which I was holding on to my last third of it because this is it for me. I don't have any more of this, and it's one of my favorites. If you saw, I think I included it in my top 10 vendor favorites. It's such a beautiful scent. Perfect Storm has scent notes of sea spray, ocean water, citrus, damp leaves, dark amber, and oak moss, and these notes just come together perfectly to really create that sense of you are just out of a rainstorm in the most elegant location ever. I don't know where it is, but it's fabulous. And I'm super excited for my very first, the Candle Nurse Empties. This is Forgotten Cherry, and you may have seen this in my first kind of haul and warm reviews. I really enjoyed this and I continue to melt it primarily in my office. It lists with scent notes of bitter almond, black cherry, cherry liqueur, jasmine sambac, vanilla, tonka bean, clove, cedar, patchouli, and vetiver. This is just so beautiful. It is very aromatic. I did find that this is one that does sort of build in the space to a crescendo. So for me, when I'm sitting right next to it, in my desk warmer as I'm working at my desk. I can smell it if I just have one shape right there pretty quickly, but it takes about 30 minutes to build in the space and then it lasts throughout the whole day and is gorgeous. Next up, I finished this sampler bag from Lavender Speckles of Donut Shop and Palo Santo, and I really loved this. It's so amazing how a little bit of time can really enhance a blend sometimes. So for me, when I first melted this, I did not get the best throw. However, I have kind of dialed in my Lavender and Speckles melting. I need about a shape and a half or two shapes in my warmers, but this was beautiful, warm, and kind of a cozy scent. I really enjoyed it. Speaking of cozy, I got through my Marshmallow Bourbon Espresso from Lavender and Speckles. I got this as a part of the espresso sampler, which was amazing. And this is espresso, maple bourbon, and toasted marshmallows. And this is just was absolutely delightful. It's warm and rich, and I was terrified of it. And I waited a long time to melt it, but this was such a cozy scent if you love espresso, because this is an espresso scent, but it's just a toasty, warm, wonderful espresso. Next up is a bit of a sad one for me. This is only sad because it's my very last frosted lemon pound cake from Lavender and Speckles. This was a beautiful fragrance. It throws like a champ and it throws very, very quickly for me. It's room filling and it lasts, depending on humidity, anywhere from 6 to 12 hours. It's just glorious, and I really pick up the icing, the lemon pound cake. I feel like it's a wonderful balance, and I'm going to miss it, and I'd pick up more if I saw it. This is Lavender Buttercream, and I would say it has some key similarities to lemon pound cake that I just shared. It was a fragrance for me that when I put it in, I got it as a part of my espresso sampler. And on cold sniff, I felt like the lavender was a little sharp. So much like the maple bourbon, I avoided it for a bit. I don't think it's sharp in a way that like it is too sharp. I know many, many people who love a lavender that kind of throws this way, but for me, it's not my personal favorite lavender. And so I was kind of holding off on melting it. When I did put this in my warmers, the lavender was very, very strong. It threw almost immediately, and I honestly thought, oh, I'm going to have to turn my warmers off because it was just a lot of lavender. I did not get the buttercream latte component of this scent at all. And then, kind of fortunately for me, I got very busy. I didn't have the opportunity to go and turn my warmers off. And as the day went on, I would say somewhere around the 3 hour mark, the lavender really mellowed into the buttercream latte and it became a scent that I really found enjoyable. However, it would not be a repurchase for me on its own just because of kind of the first 3 hours. I do feel like I'm holding out on you guys because I have pulled all of my Brittas for a separate video at the end of the month when I go through that Use It Up challenge for Brittas. So that's coming. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments, what have you been warming this month?